So welcome all. Today we will see about HR analytics and introduction class. So first, what does mean by HR analytics? HR analytics is the gathering, analyzing and reporting of data that surrounds the management of human resources. Like it is a method of getting a best understanding of the people with an organization and how well the human resources team is performing. So analysis of this data can be a huge help to giving an organization the right direction to move forward in order to maximize the payroll, benefits and its ability to hire or keep employees and more. So more about HR analytics. HR analytics is considered to be a systematic identification and analysis of the people drivers of any specific business outcomes. It means that HR analytics measures the success and failures of how well the company is performing when it comes to its employees. Depending on the organization, HR analytics may be referred to as a workforce analytics, talent analytics, or people analytics. So importance of HR analytics, without proper HR analytics, executive wouldn't be able to make proper business decisions that related to hiring, firing or promoting employees. If people don't feel like their jobs is valued or that they are performing at high level and that the company sees that, then it becomes difficult to retain high performing employees. So without proper data oversight, it also becomes more difficult to shed the company of low performers who aren't pulling their weight. The right data provides legal protection against improper employee related decisions as they are made from more than just opinions and feelings. Key HR analytics metrics. So there are a number of HR analytics that a business can measure, but the right ones for you will depend on how you are wanting to learn and accomplish. The key HR analytics are ones that are typically measured by most organized businesses looking to keep track of their employee data. Here is the overview of those key metrics that making a good starting point for most business to launch the HR analytics program. So first metric is revenue per employee. So revenue per employee measures how much money the business is bringing in for every employee it has on staff and is paying expenses such as salary and benefits for. It is calculated by dividing a company's revenue by total number of employees in the company. So business love to track this because it provides a way to see how efficient businesses are at generating revenue for each new hire. For example, if a business has 100 employees and it brings in $10 million in revenue, its revenue per employee would be $1 lakh. Second metric is time to fill. The time to fill metric measures how long it takes to fill an open position at the company. It is calculated by counting the number of days from posting the job to someone accepting an offer. This gives good insight into how efficient the hiring team is at finding good candidates and moving them through the hiring process. For example, if a company posts jobs on March 1 and completes its interview process, makes an offer and gets that offer accepted on April 20th, the time to hire would be 51 days. Third HR metric, voluntary and involuntary turnover rates. So these rates measure the percentage of employee who end up leaving the company. The voluntary rate calculates the percentage of employees who decided to leave the company, while the involuntary rate calculates the percentage of employees who end up getting fired. While the voluntary rate measures how well the company is at retaining employees, the involuntary rate measures how well it is at hiring the right people and managing them efficiently. Both are calculated by dividing the number of employees who fall into each category by the total number of employees in an organization. For example, if 10 employees were fired in the last year out of 100 employees the company had, then the involuntary turnover rate would be 10% of employees. Fourth metric, offer acceptance rate. The offer acceptance rate is another hiring metric that measures how well the hiring team is at convincing the people they want to take the job. If a company is making offers to make people who are declining those offers at a high rate, then the hiring process likely needs to be adjusted to move candidates through the hiring pipeline who are more interested in joining the company. It is calculated by dividing the total number of accepted formal job offers by total number of job offers it made. For example, If the hiring team had received 10 formal job offer letter acceptance this year out of 20, then the offer acceptance rate would be 50%. Fifth HR metric, retention rate. In contrast to the turnover rate, it can be important to see how well the business does at keeping employees working for the businesses. This can be measured company-wide or at per manager level. To calculate the retention rate, you can divide the total number of employees who decided to stay employed over a given period of time by total number of employees over the same time period. For example, if a business had 100 employees in the last year and 85 decided to remain employed, the retention would be 85%. The last HR metric is absent rate. The absent rate is the total number of days an employee is absent from work, not including approved time off such as vacation, over a specific period of time. This is also referred to as absenteeism and is important to measure in positions where the individuals call out of work at a high rate such as retail business. It is calculated by dividing the number of days worked by the total number of days that the employee could have worked over a specific period of time. For example, when measuring the absence rate for June, let's say there are 20 possible work days. Our worker John worked 14 of those days and was vacationed for another 3 days. This means he worked 14 out of 17 possible days. That means he worked about 82% of the time and it gives an absent rate of about 18%. So thank you.